Everyone makes mistakes when buying a new home, but the wrong mistakes can cost you money and your sanity as well. So then, with mortgage rates falling and more homes hitting the market, here are 3 common mistakes you'll likely want to avoid so you can buy with confidence. Now, the first mistake is neglecting your all-in costs. Here, underestimating the true cost of homeownership can quickly turn your dream home into a financial nightmare. Now, one major oversight that I've seen time and time again is neglecting the all-in costs of home ownership. Sure, it's tempting to think that if you can afford a $5,000 a month rent, then surely you can afford the same mortgage payments, right? But that doesn't account for the additional thousands of dollars you might need to cover property taxes and insurance and upkeep, especially in pricier neighborhoods. And so without truly understanding this gap in budgeting, it can steer you towards making emotionally charged purchases. That's why it's essential to understand every cost down to the last dollar before you even think about calling a real estate agent as you get started on your home purchase journey. Now, the second mistake that I see homebuyers make is rushing the buying process. Now, the best thing that you could do for yourself when you're buying a home is to slow down. Sure, it's exciting to find a house that you love when inventory is up, but moving too fast can lead to missed details and costly mistakes. How so? Well, one of my clients overlooked an aging roof and an outdated heating system because they were eager to get down to closing. And so this oversight ended up costing them more than $40,000 1 year after their closing date. So then when buying a home, remember that patience isn't just a virtue, it's essential to the process. So slow down, take your time, scrutinize the fine print, and make sure that your investment is as sound structurally as it is financially. And the last big mistake that I see would-be homebuyers make is not considering the local community. It's essential to do your homework on the local community when you're planning to buy a home. Sure, you're likely more interested in commute times and access to local dining and entertainment, but the biggest disservice that you could do for yourself is to not get a feel for the local community. Listen, I lived across the West Coast, the Midwest, and East Coast, and can tell you firsthand that the vibes change not just from city to city, but from one neighborhood to the next. Real estate isn't just about 4 walls and a roof, it's about the community that's surrounding them. Now, you may have seen it in San Ramon, but it's likely not the same in Ladue. Indeed, if you're not careful, you could find yourself the odd man out in your own neighborhood. And if this happens, guess what? You'll be back on Zillow looking for your next new home purchase sooner than you think. Now, you might not plan joining every community committee, but understanding the local economy, the quality of public services, and even the daily bustle at the nearest grocery store can impact both your quality of life and the long-term value of your new home. So then take the time to understand not just what you're buying, but also where you're buying and the kind of people that you'll likely interact with on a daily basis. Remember, until you move, these people could be your neighbors for 10 plus years to come. So visit, explore, and maybe even chat with some future neighbors to really get a feel for the place that you're planning to settle into. Either way, when it comes to real estate, being thorough and deliberate is the key to securing not just any home, but the right home for you and your family. And remember that a thoughtful approach to home buying goes beyond securing a reasonable price. It's about protecting your investment, ensuring your home meets all of your needs for years to come.